I don't know what it is, but there is something about this book that is so addicting. This box is like literally half of my size. Good morning, you guys. Let me take these off. Happy Friday. Today is Friday. I decided I wanted to vlog today and start a new weekly vlog. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another weekly vlog. I've actually been enjoying doing these vlogs for you guys. I feel like they're a lot easier than reading vlogs, and I'm not just committed to finishing 3 books in few weeks. So I like these because I enjoy the flexibility that I'm allowed to have with just filming for an entire week and being able to wrap up the vlog and provide it to you guys sooner than later. This lighting is atrocious. I'm so sorry. And I have no makeup on. It is early in the morning. It is 7:51, but I felt like talking to you guys and starting a vlog, so here we are. My last vlog, I did not, let me see if I could angle you a little bit higher. Like I was saying, in my last vlog, I did not get to show you my new Christmas mug that I got at Kohl's. I mean, I showed you a little b-roll of it, but I didn't show you. So here it is. Look how cute it is. Look at that. You guys have no idea how much mugs make me happy. Like, look how cute that is, and it's hand painted. It's got a little bird on top, and it goes all the way around, and it's the perfect size. I love it so much. Having coffee in this Christmassy mug just makes my coffee taste that much better. Not that my coffee tasted horrible before, but you get what I'm saying. Let me give you an update as far as what I've been reading and what I'm currently reading this week. So, it is December 1st, okay? I really wanted to finish this last book and put it in my November wrap-up, but that didn't happen because I got super busy yesterday and I couldn't read 200 pages, which is what I have left to finish this book. For sure, in this vlog, or at least in this week's vlog, I'm hoping to finish The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, I think her name is. Poston. I can never say her last name right. But I am on page 104, and there is 326 pages. I'm really enjoying it. It is basically, as it's described, it's romantic and irresistible. It's just sweet and comforting, and it is a good story. So this story follows Clementine, and her aunt has recently passed away, so she inherits her apartment. One day she finds this very handsome man with a southern drawl standing in her kitchen, and she finds out that he is actually staying in that apartment because he had an agreement with her aunt at some point to stay there for a week or so, but he's actually from the past. 7 years from the past. So here's Clementine trying to mourn her aunt's death, trying to grieve and reminiscing as she's living in her aunt's apartment, all the good times, all the times they traveled around the world together, and also trying to deal with Ian. I think his name is Ian. It's spelled I-W-A-N. I don't know. Ian, I don't know. She sees herself falling in love with this man because he's just so charming, so handsome, so sweet. He happens to be a chef. He cooks for her, and she's kind of stuck in this predicament of, well, he's in the past and I'm in the future. This cannot work and this will end tragically. So that's where I'm at as far as the story goes. Obviously, it's their romance, and I just hope it has a good ending, you guys, because it almost feels like it's not going to, because realistically, there's no way that this could happen. But this is also fiction, so there's that. I'm just hoping it's sweet, it's not gonna crush me, and it has a good ending, to be honest with you, because it is very heartfelt. It can be emotional if things don't go a certain way, if that makes sense. That is what I'm reading this week. And also, I'm still working on Iron Flame. I haven't read it for the last 2 days because I've been trying to wrap up my other books, but I'm now on page 206. I'm still enjoying it a lot. That's all I can say about it. Don't want to talk too much about it because this is the second book in the series and I don't want to spoil it for any of you. Surprisingly, I am enjoying it way better than I did Fourth Wing, and I can see myself purchasing the next book in the series. So I have so many plans for December, you guys. I just honestly want to read a lot of Christmas rom-coms, you know, like a lot of Christmas Hallmark books, and I literally also bought a lot, okay? In my last vlog, I shared how much. In my wrap-up, I share as well, like, all the Christmas books I want to read, but because I'm a mood reader, it's really, really annoying because now I'm in a fantasy kick, and now all I want to read is very long fantasy books. And I'm actually doing a buddy read. We had this long conversation yesterday, and I think it's just so awesome that this platform has allowed me to share my love love for books with you guys. And not only that, but to meet other book lovers like you who share the same love for books as I do. Does that make sense? And so it's like a connection in a different way, and I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate this community, and I also really appreciate the fact that YouTube has brought me to meet so many of you, and I'm just feeling very thankful. That's it. But anyways, we're reading Throne of Glass, the Throne of Glass series together, and I am just gonna pace myself because I don't want to burn out. So we agreed that we're just gonna read one book a month. We both read Throne of Glass last month. Now we're gonna jump into Crown of Midnight, but also I'm reading Iron Flame, and I also want to read some Hallmark Christmas rom-coms while I'm at it. So I don't know. I think December is going to be very interesting and kind of chaotic as far as my reading goes, because even though I bought a lot of Christmas books, I don't want to read any of them. But anyways, that is my little spiel on my mood reading update. And then what do I have going on this week? Gosh guys, my hair looks crazy. Today's Friday. I normally clean the house on Fridays, but honestly, yesterday I woke up with the major migraine all day. I've had a migraine all day. Luckily, I don't have one anymore, but I also woke up with a scratchy throat, so I really hope I'm not getting sick because that's just not in the cards for me. I can't afford to get sick. Today, I have a little event going on at Charlie's school. The teacher invited us to go make snowflakes with the classroom, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bring Jax along. I don't know if I said it already, but I'm not gonna clean the house. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling like I have the energy to. I just want to try to relax, read as much as I can, enjoy my weekend, and enjoy the day with my kids. I don't want to do anything else, to be honest with you. And the house is not that messy to the point where I need to clean it. I like to keep up with it, which is why I do it every week. So we're doing the event, the snowflake event today, and then tomorrow I get my nails done. I'm gonna get red. I just decided I want to get like a Christmassy red. And that's pretty much it. The weekends are kind of low-key for us. We just run errands. We go grocery shopping. I get a lot of reading done. That's pretty much it. I don't have anything else going on. So I feel like this vlog is going to be less eventful than my last vlog where we took a road trip and we did a bunch of things. This week, I just want to relax and stay at home most of the time and try to hopefully not get sick. Okay? That is my goal. That is my only goal. Also, I'm still working out and I'm still keeping up with my workouts, but that's besides the point. That's basically it. We don't have any plans, and yeah, hopefully I finish this book either tonight or tomorrow, and then I can move on to a different book. I have so many books on my Libby app available now for me, and I'm getting overwhelmed because I like put them on hold because I don't know how long it's gonna take, and I have books that I want to read, like The Unmaking of June Farrow. I want to read Starling House. None of those are Christmassy though, but whatever. Both of those are available, so I do have a little bit of like a buildup of audiobooks, so I just have to decide what I want to read next. But I'm probably going to jump into Crown of Midnight, to be honest with you, because if I'm doing a buddy read, I'd rather just get that out of the way and not be stressed about it and doing it at the last minute at the end of the month. But yeah, I'm rambling, guys. Okay, so I will let you go. I will give you an update when I have another one. Also, how selfish of me to not show you guys my most recent... Actually, I bought this a while ago, but I haven't worn it yet because it hasn't been cold enough yet to wear it. I started wearing it yesterday, so I wanted to show you guys one of my favorite all-time sweatshirts. This is obviously Akhtar themed. It says Night Triumphant, Stars Eternal right here. But look at the back, okay? Just look at the back of this. And I hope you could see, but look at that. It's my favorite characters. Just, oh, I love it. I love it, okay? I'm not gonna name the characters because some of you haven't read Akhtar yet, and that would be a little bit of a spoiler. So these are my favorite characters of the entire series of all time. The girl that has her tattoo down her spine. You see that? I will be getting a tattoo like that one day, okay? Mark my words. I don't know when, but I will because I'm that obsessed with the series. But yeah, that's all, guys. I just wanted to show you my sweatshirt. Okay, so it's much later in the day. It is 4:16. I have had such a busy day, and it doesn't help that I think I'm getting sick, you guys. My throat is scratchy and I think I'm getting sick. I'm not sick yet, but I feel like it's coming. So we had a busy day. I did not get to read at all much today. And if you see me wearing the same sweatshirt as this morning, I promise it's the same sweatshirt. You're gonna see me in it a lot because I love it so much. And I did change and get myself ready today because I had to go to Charlie's school. We got to build some snowflakes together and I brought Jax along, so I did get myself ready. But as soon as we came home, it's back to the sweats. It's back to my cozy, comfy sweatshirt. I can't help it. The kids are settled down. They're just relaxing right now in their rooms. And before it's time to take a bath for Jax, I'm going to go ahead and make myself some tea and try to read some because I really need to get some reading done. I really wanted to finish the 7-year slip today or tomorrow. Now it's looking like tomorrow or the next day, to be honest with you. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make my tea and then try to catch up on reading. I'm so tired. I'm glad we're home, but I'm exhausted. Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday. I am, as you can tell, in my car. I'm 45 minutes early to my appointment, which is amazing. I'm getting my nails done as usual. I get them done every 3 weeks, and that's what we're doing so far. I feel lucky that I got out of the house a little earlier today to just take this moment and enjoy the peace and quiet of just sitting in my car and listening to my audiobook. So last night I read over maybe 36 pages or 26 pages of The 7-Year Slip, and that book is so good. I can literally, if I gave myself a couple of hours of uninterrupted reading, there's someone parking like right behind me. But uninterrupted reading, I would totally finish the book because I only have like 200 pages. But we watched a Christmas movie instead, me and my husband, after we had some pizza, and so I just passed out. I'm happy to say though that I actually feel a lot better today. I've been drinking some more tea, kind of like flu tea, just to kind of prevent myself from fully officially getting sick. So wish me luck that I don't get sick much further because I can't really afford to get sick in December. Like, I can't. We have so many things going on. Like I always do during the time that I'm getting my nails done on my way to the salon, I like to listen to an audiobook. So my Libby app had Live Light Farms available and I decided to listen to that. Live Light Farms by B.K. Borson. And I like it. I'm only, I don't know, 24 minutes into it. It's a 10-hour audio and I'm liking it. I'm actually buddy reading this with one of my friends, so I figured anytime I have to buddy read something, I'd rather just read it sooner than later. And it is December, so I do like to read a lot of Christmas books, but we'll see because I am kind of in a fantasy kick right now, so there's that. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and drink my coffee, enjoy my breakfast. I got myself a ham and cheese croissant and I also got myself a chocolate croissant because I'm starving. I did not eat breakfast or drink any coffee this morning because I knew I was gonna come here and go to my nail appointment. So I'm gonna do that and just enjoy my coffee. I got a small hot vanilla latte. I am that basic girl who just likes the same thing, even though, you know, there's other specialty coffees out there. I like the same thing. You can't really mess up a latte, and I'm very picky with my coffee anyway, so that's just me. I will catch up with you guys later. I'm not really doing much today. My husband's grocery shopping right now with the kids, and I'm gonna get my nails done, go home, and probably just have a quiet weekend, enjoy some family time, and get some reading done. Happy Sunday, or whatever's left of it. there's two things that I want to go over. Okay, so let me give you an update first of all as far as my reading goes. So I did get a lot of reading done this morning and last night. I'm on page 282, chapter 35, almost done with the book. I'm really liking it. I think I'm probably going to give this book a 4.5 or a 5. It just depends on how it ends, but I'm really enjoying where the story's going. It's actually deeper than I thought it would be as far as a romance goes. I'm not upset about it because I feel like there is a pattern. Ashley Poston does it very well in her books. This is the second book I read from her. I will say I was incorrect as far as the death of Clementine's aunt. I'm not going to say any further, but it wasn't what I thought it was. So there's that. But I just, overall, I really enjoy this story. I really enjoy the characters and the love interest. Ian, I'm going to call him Ian, but I don't really know how to pronounce his name. It's I-W-A-N, Ian. Anyways, I'm going to say that he's just so sweet to Clementine, and he's such a great love interest. Like he's perfect. I love him so much in this book, or I love him so much as a character. I'm hoping that this book ends in a happy ending. I will keep you posted. Obviously no spoilers, but I'm hoping it ends in a happy ending because it is kind of emotional. I'm just not sure where it's going. Like I have an idea, but I just hope it has a good ending. That's all. Okay. Now, what I really wanted to share with you is my Once Upon a Book Club Avant calendar box came, and I'm so excited. This is a big box. Every year, Once Upon a Book Club does these boxes where they provide a 12 short story collection, like a novella with 12 short stories in it, and 12 corresponding gifts to each story, which is so much fun. They let you know when you should read it so that maybe on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day you end up reading and getting the last gift of the box, and it's so much fun. I had such a great time doing it last year. This is my second time I do it, and I feel like it's worth every penny that you pay for this because it's things that are not necessarily Christmas themed, because they do have their own Christmas special edition box. This is things that they provide to you that are not only bookish, but they're useful and all year round type of items, which is also fun. So with this box, it's not necessarily Christmas themed. The stories aren't Christmas themed and the gifts aren't Christmas themed, but it's so much fun to open them, and I gotta show you how big this box is. So look. This box is like literally half of my size. It is so big and so totally worth the money. So let's go ahead and open this together, and I will kind of show you, if I can, what's the theme this year. And also, if you didn't know, I did mention this in my wrap up and TBR video that I don't read the stories, but after I'm done reading that specific part in the book or that story, then I kind of do a little story on my Instagram kind of showing the book and the wrapped gift, and then I kind of unwrap it with you guys. So I might do that this year. Maybe I might do it this year. So be sure to follow me on Instagram if you're not following me, because I do kind of share lifestyle things. Like I randomly go on there and like rant, or I share unboxings, like mini unboxings like this. So you pretty much get to know me a little better on my Instagram. Now I'm kind of nervous because if you didn't see, like the box is ripped right here. Like this is probably the worst, not the worst, but it's not the best condition it came in, and I really hope that if there's any mugs or anything glassware in here, I really hope that it did not get damaged in the transit. Okay, so the book is on top. I love it. We'll go through all of this together, but it looks like this, if I can like even show it to you guys. So there's like a blue and purple theme thing going on, if you could see. And I know the camera's a little blurry, I'm sorry. But here's the book. This is Once Upon a Book Club's creation, basically. They create these books every year. All the stories have a bunch of authors I haven't heard of and new authors. And this is volume, I don't know what volume this is, but it is so cute. So it says 12 Days of Book Clubmas. And it looks like this. Here it says a volume, all the authors that have participated in this. And then on the back it says, "You are never alone when lost in the magic of a book." It's so cute. So in the inside is the instructions. And just look at how cute this looks. Okay, so it says, you are about to read 12 stories over the next 12 days to celebrate our favorite holiday, what we call Book Clubmas. These stories and the accompanying gifts are here to help us celebrate our love for reading. These stories and gifts can be enjoyed any time of the year, but for those of you who would like to experience this box as a countdown to Christmas, you can read one story each day starting on December 14th, and you will be able to open your last gift on Christmas Day. Remember to fully experience your box. Don't open your gifts until we tell you. Happy reading. Once Upon a Book Club team. It's just so cute. I'm so excited. So the first story is, and it says in the chapters, it says day 1, then it says the author's name, and then it says apparently it's love. That's what the first short story is called. So I'm excited. Let's go through the gifts because I can't wait to at least touch them, okay? First thing I see when I open this gigantic box is day 8. And let me just tell you, by touching day 8, I already know that this is a bag of some sort, and totes, bags, bookmark, mugs, bookends, anything like that, please. I can never have enough. Book sleeves. So this is how day 8 looks like. Sometimes there's books. Now this, I know this is a book, day 1. I'm so excited, you guys. Day 12. We have day 9, day 11, day 3. Oh, this is a tumbler. I bet you this is a tumbler or some kind of water bottle. Day 5, day 4. You can tell it's a book. Another book. Day 7. Another book. A day 10. Day 6. Oh, I think this is a book sleeve. I'm like giving spoilers out. And day 2. So I really, really love receiving these gifts. Are just everything to me. Especially since they're bookish themed. Like, I love it. I love it so much. Nothing makes me happier than to open a gift for the next 12 days and just enjoy and have such a good time. They also put a lot of thought, and there's always a theme around each box every month. I've been their member for like over 2 years now, and you know, it's like my non-negotiable. I always like to receive most of their boxes. Sometimes I skip them, but very few do I skip. I just love receiving them because it's just so much fun, and they're the main reasons why I started reading, like really reading in the first place. I'm so excited. So anyways, I have to do a lot of laundry, of course. When do I not have to do laundry? I have to do laundry and I have to fold. While I do that, gonna listen to Love Light Farms and then hopefully get finished with this, and I will update you guys when I have another one. Hi, happy Tuesday. It's been a few days since I've updated you guys. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm getting sick, and today has been one of my worst days. I don't have a fever, I'm not contagious yet, but I know I'm getting sick, and I've been just waking up with like a scratchy throat, and a lot of like runny nose, and I just don't feel good, you guys. So I want to keep this little clip short because what I'm trying to focus on today is catching up on some reading, and I just don't want to do anything else. Honestly, I don't want to do anything else. So I don't remember the last time I updated you as far as my reading goes. If I haven't already said it, I did end up finishing The 7-Year Slip a couple days ago, and I gave this book a 5-star. It was so good. A perfect balance between rom-com, seriousness, and emotional. And I love it. I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did. I know I remember saying that I was going to give it a 4, possibly a 5, depending on how it ended, and I just loved how it ended. I've really enjoyed the chemistry between these two characters. I enjoyed the unspoken love that they had for each other, and it was just so good. Even though it was a quick, fast read, their romance felt like a nice slow burn, and I love slow burn romances. There's also a heavy topic in here that I did not expect this book was going to shine light to, but I'm glad it did. It just made me connect with the characters. I feel like even though I didn't expect it to be in this book at all, it did catch me by surprise, but in a good way. It made me feel more emotionally attached to the main character, Clementine, and it made me just feel so emotional for her. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly or if I'm making any sense, but all I'm gonna say is the book is really good. You should definitely read this book. Pick it up sooner than later. I loved everything about it. I love the characters. I love the concept of the book. I loved the storyline. I loved everything. I love the fact that the apartment was magical, and everything about this book was just a 5-star for me. 5-star quality. It brought all the emotions. I was happy. I was sad. I was emotional. I teared up a few times. It was everything. It was such a good book. So like I said, I've also been reading Love Light Farms. I was reading this probably during the same time I read The 7-Year Slip, and I've been listening to this one, and I am on, I believe I'm further ahead now, but I'm on page 132 and I'm loving it. I love this story. I love that, you know, both of these characters belong together, but they're just too stubborn to make the first move. I love, again, the feeling of the romance being slow, being a slow burn. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the audio version of it as well. So I feel like I want to pick up more books by this author. I do own the Into the Weeds, I think it's called, and I think I own another one. I know this is the second book part of the series, but I think they're standalone books. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I love everything about this book. It's so comforting and heartfelt and everything that you can want in a romance. I'm not even bothered that the characters refuse to communicate to each other and just man up and confess their feelings towards each other. I'm not bothered by it at all because it's making me feel like the romance is that sweet, slow burn that, you know, as soon as they get together and they finally admit it to each other that they love each other, it's just going to be that much more perfect. So after I finished The 7-Year Slip, I did pick up Ali Hazelwood's Check and Mate. For this one, I'm on page 66 and I'm enjoying it as well. I love that this is a rivals to lovers. I'm enjoying the banter. So far, so good. I enjoy Ali Hazelwood's writing and it's fun. So I'm going to read you the back because my brain is foggy due to the fact that I am semi-sick, and explaining things to you and making sense is an obstacle right now. So let me read you the back. Mallory Greenleaf is done with chess. Every move counts nowadays. After the sport led to the destruction of her family 4 years earlier, Mallory's focus is on her mom, her sisters, and the dead-end job that keeps the lights on. That is until she begrudgingly agrees to play in one last charity tournament and inadvertently wipes the board with the notorious king killer, Nolan Sawyer, current world champion and reigning bad boy of chess. Nolan's loss to an unknown rookie shocks everyone, especially Mallory. What's even more confusing, his desire to cross pawns again. What kind of gambit is Nolan playing? The smart move would be to walk away, resign, game over, but Mallory's victory opens the door to sorely needed cash prizes, and despite everything, she can't help feeling drawn to the enigmatic strategist. As she rockets up the ranks, Mallory struggles to keep her family safely separated from the game that wrecked it in the first place. As her love for the sport she so desperately wanted to hate begins to rekindle, Mallory quickly realizes that the games aren't only on the board, the spotlight is hotter than she imagined, and the competition can be fiercely attractive and intelligent and infuriating. I really like it. I enjoy this, and I'm not very far into it right now, but I'm loving it. Even though it's supposed to be like a fun rom-com YA romance, the main character, Mallory, does go through a few things in her life and is struggling, and she's basically forced to grow up sooner than later because, as far as I know, something happened in the past with her playing chess and her father either leaving or passing away. I haven't found out yet. And her mom has a chronic condition where she's basically bedridden a lot, and Mallory has to kind of step up to the plate and figure out a way to make ends meet, keep the lights on in the house, and take care of her mom and her two little sisters. And so it's a lot of weight on her shoulders, and you can really feel it and really feel for the character while she's going through these struggles, because she's only 18, and even though she's a young adult, things like that happen to you in life, especially at such a young age, it's hard. It's hard to go through. So I appreciate how her character is written. I appreciate that it's not just a fluffy rom-com, that there's more depth into it, that it's deeper, there's more emotional, and that very serious things are happening in her life that she has to kind of step in and take charge of. I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait to see where else it goes. I think this one's going to be a 4, 4.5, maybe a 5. Who knows? We will see. As far as Iron Flame goes, I have not even read anything at all. I decided to put it down for now. It's not a DNF or it's not a soft DNF either. I just, right now, my mind can't handle all the intricacies of it, and I really need to pay attention when I read that book. So, you know, I want to give it the attention it deserves. I might pick it up in the next couple days and start reading it in the mornings when I have some time to read, and then pick up the rest of the books throughout the day. But so far right now, I'm just not in the mood to jump into that world because I know it's not going to receive my undivided attention. So that is pretty much my reading update for you guys. I will try to check in a little later and give you some updates and my opinions and thoughts as far as the rest of my reading goes. But like I said, this vlog is going to be more of a relaxed, laid back vlog because not only am I sick, but I really don't feel like doing anything, going anywhere, and I just want to stay home and relax and recover. Tomorrow we have a little event. I think Charlie's gonna be singing some Christmas carol songs, and it's gonna be like a little mini Christmas event that we're invited to in the evening, and I'm so excited because I am that embarrassing mom that when my kids do something that cute, I had no idea she was prepping and preparing for this, I will be that mom in the corner crying and bawling. My husband will just be looking at me, maybe a little embarrassed that I am the only mom out there crying right now. But these little things is what having kids, I feel like, is all about. These little moments where, you know, your kids have been working who knows how many weeks to sing along in this cute little Christmas event and then present it to you. You know, it's just, I feel like it's so special, and I know I'm telling you, I know I'm going to be that crying, embarrassing mom in the corner, but I don't care. Hi, happy Wednesday. If you hear my son in the background, don't mind him. He's just decided to have a mini game of soccer in the house. But anyways, I don't know if you're crooked. I think you are. Here. Happy Wednesday. Today is the night where Charlie performs her little Christmas carol sing-along, or I don't know. She's doing Christmas Carol, so I'm so excited. It's 11:25. We have roughly an hour and 30 minutes before we have to go pick up Charlie from school, and I have not had any breakfast because I've been busy editing the rest of my November wrap-up video slash TBR video. I just uploaded that this morning, so I've been doing that. All I had was coffee, so what I'm gonna do is, as I'm making me and my husband lunch, I'm just gonna have some cucumbers with some tzatziki sauce, and then we're gonna have this nice HelloFresh meal, which is pretty big. We're trying to have lunch before we pick her up, because once we pick her up, we're gonna get busy doing homework, and then by then it's gonna be bath time and I have to get her ready and dressed for her little performance. I'm so excited. So we're having onion crunch chicken with mashed potatoes, roasted green beans, and honey Dijon dressing. And I'm excited. We're very basic. I don't like some of the steaks that they provide just because I don't know, I don't like them. And sometimes the burgers can be a little too oily, and then I don't know, I'm just very picky because if we're gonna do like ground turkey, it has to be very lean. I don't like the fatty taste of like ground beef, ground chicken, ground turkey, so we kind of stay away from those meals just because I don't like the taste of whatever that meat they provide. I just don't like the taste. I'm very picky. So we've just been doing your basic mashed potatoes, some kind of veggie, and some kind of chicken, and maybe some flatbreads and pizzas, but mostly just chicken, mashed potatoes, and veggies. I'm gonna get cooking because I'm on a time crunch, and yeah. Oh, as I'm cooking, I'll be listening to the rest of Love Light Farms. I think I only have, how long do I have before I finish the book? I have only an hour and 41 minutes left, so I will be doing that. For sure, I'm gonna finish the book today and probably start another one. So it's now Friday. I wanted to provide you some updates. I haven't been really on here to talk to you guys a lot lately just because I haven't been feeling well. I'm trying to get over this cold that I come to have for some reason, and so I'm like slowly getting over it, or I hope I am. That's basically what's going on there. I wanted to give you an update on a few things as far as my reading goes. So I am still working on Check and Mate. I'm only on page 126. I'm still enjoying it. There is a lot of chess talk, hence Check and Mate. It is a book about chess playing. It's okay, I guess. I don't really care a lot about those scenes, but I understand why they're there because they're going through a tournament. I do care about the main characters' romance, obviously, Nolan and Mallory's. I love the tension that they have with each other and the unspoken feelings or attraction that they have for each other. So I'm enjoying it. I don't mind it. I find myself kind of like trucking through it though, like for some reason. I don't know why. It's just not driving me crazy. It's a good book, but it's not amazing. So maybe that's why. Since it's Friday, and you guys know I clean the house on Friday, and last week I didn't clean it because I was feeling sick. I had to clean it this week. I did pick up, the audio version of this book was available, so I did pick it up while I was cleaning the house, and man, am I glad I did. So this one is Once Upon a Book Club's. I think this one is their October pick or something like that. I don't remember. November pick maybe. And it's One Puzzling Afternoon by Emily Critchley. And I'm so glad that I'm reading this. I am loving it so much. I don't know why, but I'm loving it. I'm pairing it with the audiobook, and the narrator of this book has got one of those thick accents, which I'm a sucker for. I've come to notice that I'm a sucker for a person that has a thick accent, especially the narrators. I don't know why. I just can't help it. I love it. The experience of listening to the book is 10 times better. And this book is a mystery, a thriller, I think. It's a mystery. We are following the main character, Eddie Green, who had a best friend who, when they were kids, went missing, and her case was never solved. Nobody ever found her. And so Eddie is now 82 years old, and I think she is got the early signs of dementia because she's very forgetful. They haven't really said that she has this, but she forgets things and it's hard for her to remember certain things. One day she sees her best friend Lucy almost like a ghost. She sees her wearing the same dress in the same spot that they were, I don't know, 30 years ago before she disappeared. And so Eddie has taken it upon herself to try to remember what happened to her friend Lucy, why she disappeared, how she disappeared, and she wants to try to solve her case. And I just have to tell you, like, this is so good. The story takes place in the past and the present. We're going back to when Eddie became friends with Lucy, and that was the year 1951 to the present, which is now 2018. I just really like it. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I've been listening to it while I cleaned the house today, and I'm already on page 160, and I am just eating it up. I just can't put it down. I actually think that I might be able to finish this tomorrow if I'm lucky because it's so good. I can't put it down. And it's not like it's a lot of action, a lot of things happening, but it's interesting. It's mysterious. I'm not going to say a lot more because I just don't want to give anything away, but I'm enjoying it. I see this being no lower than a 4-star, depending on how it ends. But again, the narrator of the book is just phenomenal. I'm enjoying it so much. And can we just appreciate, let's just appreciate how floppy and how velvety buttery this book feels on my hands. Like, I love it. I love when books are like this so much. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I really just want to binge it, to be honest with you. I have another box to unbox with you. This one is my Once Upon a Book Club Christmas edition box. This is their special edition Christmas box with a Christmas book and Christmas themed gifts that they have every year, aside from their book Clubmas, which is the big one that I showed you guys, which is a series of short stories. And I opened 12 gifts starting on the 14th, which have nothing to do with Christmas. The stories are not related to Christmas and the gifts are not Christmas themed. But this one is, and I had to get it. Let's just appreciate just how perfectly not dirty and perfectly well this was shipped to me. This is probably the best condition of a Once Upon a Book Club box that I've ever received. So I just feel very lucky with that. I just want to show it to you because I'm just happy with it, okay? I'm happy with it, and I feel like there's going to be really great gifts in here. Let me just show you the pamphlet first, okay? So the name of the book is Through the Snow Globe by Annie Raines, and I mentioned this on my TBR for December that I'll be reading this book. They did like a redesign on the cover, just a color change. The first thing I see, because it's called Through the Snow Globe, is this really heavy box, and that's going to be page 239, and I'm pretty sure, you guys, that this is a snow globe. I'm pretty sure. And I hope it's not broken or anything because that would be a bummer. It doesn't feel like it's broken, so that's good. Then we have page 280. Then we have page 82, which feels very heavy. Page 277. So I think the original cover is actually blue and this one is pink, but look how pretty it is. It's got the foiling on the title. And then the back says, "One more day to love the lost, one more day to live. As the snow comes down all around, make a wish. Love knows no bounds." I feel like this is going to be a sad story. Why do people like to write emotional stories for Christmas? Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good emotional book, but just not for Christmas. For some reason, I just don't want to read it on Christmas, you know? Here are the edges. They're cute. They have little snowflakes on them. They're on every side. And then the inside is cute. Well, we have our quote-themed bookmark. The quote, if you see it, it says, "Every moment is like a fragile snowflake." And then just the back gives you the instructions of not to open your gifts until you get to the corresponding pages. And then here is a kind of like an art print of the same quote, and then a letter from the author in the back. And then the inside of the book is cute. Actually, last year's special edition Christmas book, I was not happy with what they did with it. I felt like it was super cheap. But we're not talking about last year's. We're talking about this year's. Here's the inside. The end papers have a cute Christmassy town scene. The back is the same. I just feel like it's really cute. The naked cover of this is very pretty. Look how pretty that is. And it's like a velvety cloth. I'm very happy with it. That's pretty much it. I'm happy with it. I can't wait to start this book sooner than later. I don't have an audio version of it yet, but it is a shorter book, so I'm excited to get into it. I almost forgot to mention that there's also a signed book plate with all of their books that they provide. And I put mine here. I never really know where to put mine, but I just find wherever room I have and I just stick it on there. So it is signed by the author. Tonight, I really want to finish One Puzzling Afternoon, though. I really, really want to finish this book. And this is another one of Once Upon a Book Club's picks, so I'm going to get gifts with it. I'm really enjoying this. Right now, it doesn't seem like it's going to head in a dark direction. Maybe her friend is missing and not alive anymore. I don't know. But it almost feels cozy to me, strangely, which I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be, but it just does. Gotta just try to finish the book. Okay, so it is 11:46. And when I tell you that I have not been able to put this book down for too long, it's because I haven't. I don't know what it is, but there is something about this book that is so addicting and so interesting. I am like flying through it. I'm on page 264 and I just can't stop. Tonight's gonna be a long night. I just made myself some toast, made myself a cup of coffee because yes, I know I'm crazy. I need to know how this book ends. It is so good, so addicting, so fast paced. The chapters are short. It's just so juicy. This book, I wouldn't say that it's action packed and it's thrilling because it's not. It's more of a mystery, but the storyline and the events that are happening and occurring right now are just so interesting and so juicy that I just can't stop reading it. I had to put it down earlier because I wanted to watch a movie with my husband, and I kid you not, I couldn't stop thinking about this book the whole time. I could not stop thinking about it. So I'm going to finish this tonight. This is the first time ever that I actually feel like I have read a book basically in one sitting, because I really didn't take a lot of breaks from it. And I'm so proud of myself. And I'm so glad that I'm reading this book. I'm so glad that I picked this up because it's so good. I think this is going to be a 4.5 or a 5-star. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it ends. I am still reading along with the audiobook, and I am literally 77% through the book. I have 2 hours and 25 minutes left. I'm gonna finish this tonight. Happy Sunday. Okay, so before I close out the vlog, I wanted to go over all the books I was either in the middle of or started and finished in this vlog, and I'm so proud. So here are the 3 books that I have managed to start and finish in this vlog, which I'm so happy about. So we started off with The 7-Year Slip, and I gave this book off the bat a 5-star. I just loved every single thing about this book. It was so good, so good. And I think I talked about this earlier in the vlog too, and my reasons why I love it so much and I enjoyed it. So I'm not going to go into more details about it, but just know it's a really good book and you guys should pick it up. Then I ended up finishing Love Light Farms by B.K. Borson. This was another really great book. I just love these characters and their friendship that blossomed over the years into a romance, an unspoken romance that for some reason neither of them noticed, even though it was so obvious that they both loved each other. But I really loved it. I loved the small town feel. I loved that the main character owned a Christmas tree farm. I just loved everything about it. It's definitely one of the best holiday books that I've read. I think compared to all the other ones I've read, I really enjoyed this one. And then this book, you guys, no joke, I literally finished this book on the day that I told you that I was going to finish it. I finished this book in one sitting, and that's because it was so good, it was so compelling, it was so juicy, it was just so interesting. I could not stop reading this book, and I didn't want to. And then those very little few times that I did take a break and stop reading it because I had other obligations and other things to do, I was immediately looking forward to picking it up again, and I was thinking about it nonstop. And that to me is a 5-star experience, a 5-star read. That is One Puzzling Afternoon by Emily Critchley. Listen, this book was so good. And it's not like it's a thrilling book. It's not anything like that. It's a mystery, but it's so incredibly good. I'm not going to tell you much more about it. Just go in it blind. Don't even read the back. Don't read the synopsis. Just know that it's a good time and it's so good. I just loved it. I loved everything about it. And I don't think throughout my whole reading time that I've ever had a book do that to me where I'm seriously so compelled and so immersed into the story that I literally finished it in one sitting. And I don't even know how I've managed to find time to do that. I ended up staying up until 2:30 in the morning because I had to finish this book. It is so good. You guys need to pick it up. It was just so good. I feel like this whole week, because I started this vlog on Friday of last week and it's now Sunday, I feel like this entire week and 2 days, I'm so happy that I had such a great reading week, along with feeling like I'm having such a great reading month altogether. Honestly, I couldn't be more happy with the books that I've managed to finish so far. And I'm still working on Check and Mate. This is another story of like, I don't know why it is taking me so long to finish this book. I don't think I'm into it as much as I thought I would be, and I don't like the main character as well. I don't really like, even though this is about chess, I don't really like the tournaments. I only like it when the love interest and the main character are playing against each other. I think that's very interesting. But other than that, like, it's not doing anything for me, and I think that's why it's taking me forever. So I'm kind of torn. I'm on page 180 and I'm kind of torn. Do I finish it or do I DNF it? And I feel like if I DNF it now, I've already invested so much time into it that I might as well see it through. But again, it's not like I'm having the best time with it, you know? So I'm still reading that, and then I picked up The Unmaking of June Farrow. This is the naked hardcover of the book. I took the dust jacket off. Aside from what my thoughts are right now, let's just take a minute to appreciate how beautiful this book is. Just so stunning. Everything about it is beautiful. I love it. And I am listening along with the audio on this one, and I'm already on page 118. I started this last night because I just, at night, because I'm still sick and going through my cold, I don't physically want to pick up a book and read it with a light. I just crave listening to some kind of book. At night, I'm just listening to it and sometimes reading along with it, but mostly I'm listening to it at night, and in the mornings following along with the physical book. And it's good. It's interesting. It's not like the best, most compelling, interesting story that you'll ever read in your life, but it's enough to want me to finish it tonight, and that is my goal. I have like 6 hours and 30 minutes left on it, and if I keep up this pace, because my husband is off today and is kind of taking care of the kids while I just lay in bed and read all day, because that's literally all I want to do, then I think I'll finish it. But yeah, I'm very happy with my stack of books, and I feel like I'm having a great month. So that's it for this video. That's it for this vlog. Thank you so much again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you on my next one. Bye!